Hey there, welcome to the video. Today, I'm going to be revealing a secret KDP niche that's currently generating $37,248 per month for one publisher with just a single book. I'll show you exactly what makes this niche so profitable, why it's perfect for beginners, and how you can create a book like this with zero experience. All you need is a computer, Wi-Fi, and the determination to act on what you'll learn here. This is an opportunity to build a scalable income stream and take your Amazon KDP business to the next level. Before we dive in, if you've ever felt stuck, overwhelmed, or unsure where to begin when it comes to the world of publishing low and medium content books on Amazon KDP, well, my KDP royalty roadmap is exactly what you need. This free step-by-step guide is designed to walk you through creating and publishing your very first book from scratch with no prior experience necessary. It's practical, it's straightforward, and it's tailored to help you see results, and it can help you transform your KDP journey and set you on the path to success. So if you're interested, I'll leave a link down below. Now, if this is your first time here, my name is Jeff, and this channel is all about becoming self-sufficient when it comes to making money online, whether it be through Amazon KDP or other online businesses. So if this sounds interesting to you, feel free to give it a thumbs up, hit that subscribe button, and turn on that notification bell so you can be notified whenever I release a new video. With that being said, let's get right to it. Now, what makes this niche so exciting is that it's beginner friendly. This is not just one of those overhyped trends. It's a niche with untapped potential. It has virtually no competition and extremely high demand. It's the kind of opportunity that can set you apart in the KDP space, especially if you're just getting started and you start right now. And here's the real secret. This niche thrives on simplicity. The book generating over $37,000 per month isn't overly complex. It's straightforward. It appeals to a wide audience, and it can be replicated with the right strategy. By using free or low-cost resources, you can create a professional-looking book. You can optimize it for Amazon's search algorithm, and then you can start generating sales. This is a proven method to build passive income, and the potential is limitless when you implement the right strategies. Now, this secret niche that I'm talking about today is the trippy and groovy coloring book niche. We're going to see the information provided by Titan's Quick View that with total results 215, the exact match, which means how many books are ranking for this exact keyword in their title, 3 out of 16. How many books are independently published books, meaning how many books are KDP books, 16. The average bestsellers rank at 823,000. Average reviews very low at 9, which tells me a lot of these books are very, very recently published. And then the average price of $7.82. Now, the great thing about Titan's Quick View, which is a free KDP research tool, it's a free extension that you can download on the Chrome Web Store. Now, one of the great things about Titan's Quick View is with their free extension, they do provide you a niche score, which you can see is a 53. And here is the algorithm if you want to go ahead and read it. Now, to give you an idea of what I look for when I'm looking at the potential profitability of a niche, I'm looking for 3 separate things. Number 1 has to do with competition. So there's no point putting a book up on Amazon if it's going to be overly competitive in any given niche. So for me, what I like to look for are search results that have about 1,000 or less, because this is going to tell me that the niche is not so competitive. So I have a good chance at getting my book ranked at the first or second page of Amazon so that it can be seen and it can be sold. Number 2 has to do with the demand. There's no point putting a book up on Amazon if no one's searching for the book, if there's no demand for the niche and people aren't buying it. So in order to judge demand, I'm looking for 3 or more KDP books that have a bestsellers rank of 300,000 or below, because this is going to tell me that these books are selling right now. So it means that there's some type of demand here. And then number 3, I'm looking for a niche score that's provided by Titan's Quick View that basically validates the first 2 steps with a score of at least 50. Now, back on Amazon, if we look at the total results, we see 215. And with my step 1, I'm looking for about 1,000 or below. So this is telling me that the competition here is very, very low. There's not a lot of publishers here. There's not a lot of attention on this niche right now. So this is a very, very good sign. Now, with the second step, I'm looking through the first page of Amazon and looking for 3 or more KDP books that have a bestsellers rank of 300,000 or below. The first one right here, if I hover over it, we're going to see it says independently published, which is exactly what I'm looking for. And it has a bestsellers rank of 311. So this is one book that's selling very, very well. It has a bestseller's badge. So we want to find 2 more of this type of book. The one right next to it is an independently published book with a bestseller's rank of 2,609. However, it is a sponsored product. So I don't really like to look at sponsored products because this is where publishers are paying to increase their visibility on Amazon. So I'm just going to keep moving on. We have the same one right here. Let's move on from that. We have this one at 388,000, just above that 300,000. So this one's still selling well, but I'm really looking for 300,000 or below. This one is at 80,000. And notice it has a good bestsellers rank, but it has a really, really bad rating. So this tells me that there's a lot of demand for this niche, even though these books aren't the best quality. We have another one right here, independently published, 95,000 BSR. That's already 3 books that satisfy that second step, but I'm going to go through the rest of the page. We have this one, 2,609. This one is 530,000. This one is 286,000. So that's another book that's selling well. And this one is 193,000 BSR. So we see a lot of demand in this niche and very, very low competition. And when we scroll all the way up and look at Titan's Quick View's niche score, we see a 53, which is above the 50 that I'm looking for. So with all my steps satisfied, this is telling me that there's a lot of potential here for profits. And just with the simple eyeball test, I know if I put up a book in this niche that I know that I can get it sold without having to use any kind of advertising, marketing, or anything like that, just purely through organic search. Now, if we take a look at this book, the Trippy and Groovy Psychedelic Coloring Book for Adults, featuring mushrooms, aliens, magic worlds, and illusions for relaxation, we can see that this book has a ranking of 311, which means it's the 311 best-selling book on Amazon, and it has the #1 bestsellers badge as well, which if we plug into a KDP book sales calculator, we can see that's 323 estimated book sales per day, which equates to 9,690 estimated book sales per month. But if we add that royalty calculator with its price and its number of pages, we get an estimated royalty of $1,241 per day, which equates to $37,248 per month in estimated royalties. Now, a couple things with this book, we're going to see that it's priced at $9.99, which is actually a little bit higher than the average price for this book. If we use this KDP royalty calculator, I put in the information, 88 page count, $9.99, and we can see the standard royalty of $3.84 per book sold. And even with extended distribution, it's $1.85. And here's the breakdown right here. We can see 21.5% go towards printing costs. That equates to $2.15. There's nothing that we can do about that, as well as the Amazon fee of 40%, which equals $4 in this case, which what is left over is $3.84 or 38.4% of the entire book price. Because typically publishers in the low and medium content space are looking for about $1 to $2 royalty per book sold. So for almost $4, that's very, very good. Now, some other things that we want to take note. This is an 8.5 by 8.5 inch book, and this one has only 40 coloring pages, which shows you that this book, 88 pages in total length, is not a very lengthy book. So 40 coloring pages, not a lot of work. And I'm going to show you how to get started creating this type of interior without you actually having to lift a finger other than clicking a few buttons. If we take a look at the sample, here's the cover. These type of books have a very, very simple cover. It's basically the interior that's fully colored in with some very nice font. Now, if we look at the actual interior, well, the sample is not really going to give us any kind of interiors that we want, but on the back cover, the publisher posted 7 interiors, so we can see what it looks like. A very nice book indeed. The interiors are very high quality and they look very original. Now, if we scroll down to the A+ content, we can see some more information that is given by the publisher. This is a great way to add more information about your book to your customers. As you can see, same thing in the description, but just with colors. 40 coloring pages, 8.5 by 8.5 inches. Great as a gift for family, friends, or coworkers. And then some more interiors of the book. And then this module right here, which I really love about A+ content, where you can add more of your books. People can click on them and buy them from your other listings. This is a great way to boost the sales of your other books without actually having to try at all, because this is free from Amazon KDP. And this is something that I suggest everyone do. So if you want to implement A+ content, if you haven't already done so, I made a video on how to exactly do this. Go ahead and click somewhere up on top of the video and it'll take you to that video. You can watch that at the end of this one. Now, if we look at another book, this one has a #1 new release badge. So we know that this was just released and it has a book ranking of 2,653 with a price point of $9.99. Right now it's $9.27. This is going to be a very similar book, but just a little bit different. So we can see that the feel of this book is quite the same. The interiors have the same feel, although they are different. This one has a lot of eyes, but as you can see, a little bit different styling. This one has a border in their pages, but all in all, it's a very, very high quality interior. If we take a look at another book, this is the Trippy Groovy coloring book. This is 8.5 by 11 inches, not the 8.5 by 8.5, but it's still gonna sell well, whatever size that you choose for your book. But this is the interior of this one. As you can see, it's a little bit different. There's a little bit more going on. And on the back cover, they include 6 pages. So this one has even thicker lines. The feel is the same because the niche is the trippy and groovy coloring book. But as you can see, very different types of images. This one is also selling well. It has a BSR of 110,000. Now, one way to create this book is by using a service like Fiverr, where you can hire illustrators to actually create the book for you. So if you go to Fiverr and you type in bold and easy coloring, I sorted by best selling just so I know that these ones on top, the ones with reviews, are the ones that you're going to want to go with. So for example, this one right here, this person says, I will draw cute kawaii line art illustration for bold and easy coloring page. This one figure is $5, 3 is $15, and then 10 figures is $40. It's a little bit pricey because you need 40 pages. This seller right here, I will design bold and easy coloring book for Amazon KDP. So 5 coloring pages, $10. The standard, which is 20 coloring pages plus the book cover, it's still a little bit low. You need about 40. So here, 50 pages with the book cover for $30. This is gonna be a better option if you want to save some money. And here are some of the samples of the interiors that he's created. Now, all I would do is contact the seller and see if they can make a book in that groovy type of design. Now, one thing you want to make sure when you're buying services from Fiverr, especially for KDP, is that you want to make sure they're unique designs. You don't want these designs that are going to you to be sold to other people and then be put up on Amazon. So you want to make sure they're unique designs. Also, unlimited revisions is a plus, which means that you can keep revising until you're satisfied. And as you can see, this one says you can order for any niche. So we can go under the assumption that yes, in fact, they can create a book for our niche today. And this one's gonna give you a book cover as well. So this one's gonna be the all hands off solution. All you have to do, pay $30, and then you're gonna have a book ready to be uploaded onto KDP. Now, the other way to create this book, I've made videos about this in the past, is to use some type of AI generation software. I use Nuria Creator. And so with this tool, they make it very, very easy. They give you a few options right here with AI generation, which if you go under here, AI generation actively creates images using AI. They have the single niche multiplier, which allows the bulk generation of images based on a specific theme or topic. You have queue generation, which queues your images for processing, and then you can retrieve them later. And then you can upload clip art, which then turns those clip art into coloring book images. So in our case, we're gonna go ahead and choose AI generation. And all it's asking is to enter your prompts, 1 per line. So for example, dog sitting by a fireplace, use simple descriptions. And so I went with trippy and groovy mushroom, alien, magic worlds, animals, and optical illusions, because these were the keywords that I found in a lot of the book's titles and subtitles. I went with no background. I want it white, and then 8.5 by 8.5. And then the art style, you can choose none. But for this one, I chose simple Zen doodles, which you can see is right here. A playful and calming take on the Zen doodle style, featuring large flowing patterns and bold outline. So you can play around with this art style And then the line thickness, I chose thick. And then I just generated the images. And this is what it came up with. So for the trippy and groovy mushroom, this is the set it came up with. It's always going to give you 4 images per set. So you can choose 1 or 2 of these, but they kind of all look similar. So I would just choose one, maybe this one right here. The next one is trippy and groovy alien. So for this one, I would probably choose this one right here. And then this one is trippy and groovy magic world. So as you can see, not all of them are perfect, but this one is pretty nice. So I might go with this one right here. Trippy and groovy animals. So I would probably go with this one right here. And then there was one more that I did, which is trippy and groovy optical illusions. So with this one, I would probably go with this one right here, or maybe the last one right here. Now, all you have to do is enter as many prompts as you want until you have 40 images that you like. And then once you have those 40 images, what you can do is you can edit the image. So you see here line thickness. So if something's a little bit too thin and you want it thicker, for example, this one, you can add a line thickness to it. You can increase this. So let's say I put it to 0 right here and I update the image. You're going to see this image, the lines get thicker. I put it up to 3 and as you can see, it got a lot thicker. And then all you have to do is you can either enable quick SVG export, PDF export, PNG export, or you can download all the images at once. So you can do the PNG, the SVG, or the PDF, as well as the PowerPoint version. For me, I like to use the SVG and then put it onto Canva so I can complete the book. Now, if you want to create these coloring books and you want to get Nurier Creator, I'm going to leave a link down below for you to check out. So the next part is to go to Canva and open a new document that's 8.5 by 8.5 inches. And then once you have that, we're going to drag in our images into Canva to create this book. As you can see here, all the images that I downloaded. So I'm just going to go ahead and select them all and then drag them to the upload section on Canva. So now with the first page, you're going to want to put a kind of a cover page or a belongs to page. So it's very simple. All you do is go to text, add a heading, and then type this in where it says this book belongs to. And then what you want to do is just resize it. I'm just going to put it up here. And then what we want is to go to elements, go to shapes, find this line, put this right here on the bottom, extend it like that. And now what we want to do is I want to turn this into a coloring page. So I want to make this hollow. Easy way, click it, go to effects, go to hollow. And as you can see, it hollows it out. Now all we have to do is find a font that'll work well for this book. Let's go with this one right here. I'm going to go hit effects and put the thickness a little bit more. And then go ahead and resize it. There's that. And then this one as well. What I want to do, I want to put that line a little bit less to match the thickness of that. And then I'm just going to center it onto the page like this. So this book belongs to. Now that next page is going to be the back side of this page. So I'm not really going to put anything on here. Now we want to add another page. So page 3, all the odd pages, we're going to want to put the images that we got from Nurier Creator. So if we go to uploads, I'm just going to pick one from each set. I'm just going to drag it so it fills the entire page just like that. And then I'm going to add a page. This is going to be the back side of this page and then add another page. So this is the one where we're going to want to put our next image. And then once you have all your images, it should look like this. Now you should have 40 images, at least 40 images for this type of book, but just keep going to Nurier Creator, keep making more images and just keep putting it exactly like this pattern right here until you have about 80 to 90 pages. And once you're done, all you have to do is hit share, download as a PDF print, and then select all pages. And if you're paying for Canva Pro, use CMYK because it is the best option. If you're using the free Canva, use RGB, hit download, and your interior will be ready to go. Now, if you want a full step-by-step process on how to do this, and you want an in-depth tutorial, make sure to download my KDP royalty roadmap, which is going to show you exactly how to do this so that you can create and upload your first book on Amazon KDP. The link will be down below. If you have any questions, let me know. And if you like this video, please give it a big thumbs up and don't forget to subscribe and turn on that notification bell, as well as follow me on all my socials at JeffSetLife. With that being said, thanks for watching. Bye for now.